Hello friend, do you ever get these points where you're zooming along just fine and then suddenly you start getting worked up and anxious? You have a tight jaw, you're getting frustrated, and all of a sudden you're feeling behind. You could be fixated on multiple things. For me, here's a few. Am I behind on retirement? Maybe I should be making more money at this point. YouTube subscribers, oh, I should be further along in this point. Whatever it is, you're measuring it. You're not where you want to be. And then you start getting sped up and irritated about everything around you. I'm not here to convince you whether you're behind in life or not at first. We're just going to dig into why we get that way, and what's going on underneath the surface, and then just a little truth to help you, because there are many points I feel behind in life. Sometimes it may be accurate. Other times I'm totally making it up. So let's dive in. Why do we get to these points where we feel behind? First one, comparison. Look, I'm on YouTube right now. I have YouTube subscribers. This we measure. And it's easy for me to find evidence of why I'm behind. I should be further along, and I'm comparing, and I get in these modes. Man, in our world right now, this is super easy. Thank you, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever the thing. We can find evidence to why we are not where we should be because we're comparison. Or I was just over at my brother's house last night. Ruben, awesome house. But then I started thinking, oh, I'm behind on this backyard. He's got a cool backyard and pool and hot tub and all these other things. Man, I got a lame-o setup back there. I'm behind. For you, are there points in time maybe you're comparing and that's what's causing you to feel behind? Number two, my plan. I have a brilliant plan, and if God would just follow it, I wouldn't be behind. That's what makes me feel behind more than anything else, is I have these expectations in here that are really high and unrealistic, if I'm honest. And I'm always behind. I feel behind. Third, well-meaning people. Honestly, there's some people in our lives that will kind of tell us we're behind in different ways. They won't say you're behind, but maybe they give you that look. Or mom makes a statement. Not you, mom, I'm not talking about you. But someone else's mom makes a statement to why they should have had something done. Well-meaning people in our life can make us feel behind. But honestly, more than anything, I've noticed there are points in your life you're going to feel behind, and here it is. There's something you need to dig into. See, all of us struggle with certain strongholds internally, a tap root, so to say, that makes us feel behind. It could be that we're seeking control. It could be we're wanting to be liked, wanting to be perfect. I don't know what it is for you, but have you ever really dug in? See, this feeling behind is false, I just wanted to say. And I'll get into why in a second. But when you feel that way, just don't go, oh, it's false, and throw it aside. I think we do that too quickly. First, we need to dig in and look, what is it underneath we're feeling behind on? And honestly, when I'm feeling behind, and when you are too, if you really look at it, oftentimes we're wanting to meet a need that's not meant to be met in that way. See, I mentioned subscribers earlier, and there's some good metrics with that, because I can say, hey, do you like this video? If you did, you hit a thumbs up. Just a hint, you could hit a thumbs up right now. So these things are good to look at. But I can, if I'm honest, one of my main taproots is to be liked. And I can enter into these things, though I'm saying I'm feeling behind, what really I'm saying is, why does that person not like me? Which is really messed up. I mean, honestly, that's some yuck in there that I don't even like admitting. But that's where we can go. And for you, what is it for you? Control, perfection, to be liked, needing to know the answer. You know, there's all these different things that are taproots into our soul. And if we can be honest about those, we can move forward. These are different ways we're coping. We're trying to be God-sized instead of human-sized in this moment, because we're not in charge of time itself. God is. And I just wanted to share a few verses. One of them is in 2 Corinthians 5:7. It says to walk by faith and not by sight. What are we doing when we feel behind? We're walking by our sight and not by faith. We serve God suddenly, and if we get in these moments, we can feel behind and honestly get discouraged and stop and stand still. The other verse I wanted to share is Jeremiah 29:11, and it states that God has a plan for you. Not your plan, God's plan. And when we get into feeling behind, we're judging by our outcomes. See, it's impossible to be behind on your life because it is your life. That's all it is. The timetable is set up by other things. And so if you get in this moment, I just wanted to share with you that God has some cool things to share with you. So if you get in this moment where you're questioning maybe what even God says about you, there's this video right here. And for me, that's what helps me not feel behind, is to remember the creator of the universe has tons of cool things to say about me, and he has tons of cool things to say about you. So watch this video right here.